Okay. Good. Alrighty. Okay. Let's get going here. Since I have a limited time this afternoon, just wanted to get in a short stream here of Myst 3 before I have things to do tonight. This. Okay. Alright. Myst 4, Part 3, 3.5 hours in. Much more than 5 saves, but I'm not keeping track of the saves for this one. So, let's jump in here.
For 20 years, I've harbored a secret.
Okay.
People talk about my sons.
So,
The things they did.
last time I made it to one of the prison worlds. This one was the prison for Sirius, I think. So the gimmick here appears to be that we're on a big floating island that, well, I guess everything in Myst is an island, but this one is like a sky island, which is how he was trapped here. And when Atris locked Sirius on the island, he built a prison for Sirius, brought Sirius here, and then jumped off of the cliff, and then used the book to transport back to where he was. And then back when we were on the main island, for whatever reason, they decided to house the books to the prisons in a room next to their bedroom, and the last thing that they decided to build was a door that would lock away the prison books. So it appears in the story one or both of the imprisoned brothers found a way back to that main island before they finished constructing a door to keep them away from everybody else, which is probably the dumbest thing. One of the dumbest things about this game, if that's actually how things played out. And so it looks like in order to figure out what happened here, we need to make our way below the cloud area here. And the way that Sirius figured out how to get to there was this area is powered by green goo, which transmits electricity, which causes some other types of rocks, like this thing inside here, to be magnetic and also be affected by electrical fields or something like that. And so he built this flying thing contraption to fly himself to other floating islands in the hopes of being able to make it down to the ground level to find the book that Atris used to transport himself out of here. That's what I've gathered from this area. So it looks like this area is one gigantic interconnected puzzle. Like literally interconnected, because there's these cables that are going from puzzle to puzzle, it seems. So the cables are going to these generator things. It's generating electricity via static electricity in the air around the floating island. And then there are things like this that manipulate puzzles. So one of the sticking points of this game for me so far is I'm gonna press some keyboard buttons here, see if we can. It doesn't look like it. So what I would call a problem with this game is there's no way to like zoom in the camera on a lot of this stuff. So this one only has a few items and knobs on this control panel, which is fine. But I can't move any closer to it, and I can't make it larger and easier to see. And that's also been a huge problem in another puzzle that I spent like half an hour on the other day and wasn't able to actually finish. So it was, I don't even have a screenshot of it, but it's a bookcase with a bunch of blurry stuff on it, and you're supposed to use this to figure out the solution to the puzzle, and it's like, it's cursive in another language and it's blurry, and then where you're supposed to use this to solve a puzzle, it's rotated 90 degrees. So it's like not having a zoom in mechanic in this game has been pretty unfortunate. And then there's another thing in this green sky world that we're in that looks like this, and it's like, whoa, how are you supposed to make sense of this, you know? So it's definitely one of my big criticisms of this game so far, is that it's really hard to tell what bits are parts of puzzles and which aren't. So this thing, we got a 1, 2, 3, 4 on here. I'm assuming that's the strength of the electromagnet that's up there. So if I do this and turn that off, this should fall away. Yeah, so that falls away and then goes down a little bit. So there was a note on a table explaining what these things all are, and this floating thing needs to be a precise altitude in order to do something with it. So I've been able to get this to 2, 3, and 4 on here, but I haven't been able to get it to be 1. And I have a feeling in order to solve this puzzle, you need to get this to 1. So this thing, I can't move at all without this being connected. So that connects that. And then if I move it to the left, we get 1 on here. And if I move this to the right, we get 3. And then to the right, it's 2. And that looks like it caches it in at 2. So 2, 3, and 4, the result is that gets sucked up to the electromagnet and is too high, I guess. So I have a feeling it needs to be 1 in order for whatever the puzzle solution is. So if I move this over to the left and then I flip the breaker, it moves it back into the middle. So just clicking and letting go doesn't do anything. So if I go directly to the middle, it's 3. And then back left, it's up to 4. And then it just fills up again. And then it does that. And that clearly, I don't think that's the correct solution here. So I'm going to move this to the right, which results in nothing being lit up. Okay, and then that still does that. Okay, so if we go right, and then middle, and then right. Okay, is that it? Is that it? Yo! Okay, I think I did it. Alright. That might be the solution. Okay. So now if I close this, what happens? Does this do anything to that thing? Okay. So I think I solved that. Maybe. Okay. But I can't be sure. Because nothing else really changed, but all the other results of this was just having this get stuck in the ceiling. So I'm assuming that's fine now. Okay, so this symbol here. So that looks like a platform with some arrows beneath it. Okay, so that's the one in the upper left of this diagram. So maybe if I go down to wherever this was, maybe something's different now. Like it feels like this is just the power diagram, maybe. Of like, there's 4 generators connected to this thing. And then I guess I can confirm that. So are there... So that goes out to that, and then that must be the four crystals here. And 3 are currently lit up. Okay. Like maybe I need to get 4 lit up somehow. All right, I'm gonna save here and mess with this a little bit more. All right, we've maybe solved magnets, but I'm going to press some buttons here. That to the middle. Okay, so if I don't touch anything here, I think this... It's not. Okay, so did that... Oh, okay, so that changed these 2 then. Okay. Interesting. This might be... Okay, I'm gonna load my save. This might be a teaching thing more than a like doing something constructive thing in this. I'm not sure. But there's a bunch of stuff that was unpowered. Okay. Because this feels like it's the teaching area. This is where they show you the generator of all this stuff. And that being where I think I want to get to. And I already took a picture of that. We already read the journal. That's... Oh, okay. And over there was the green goo extraction lab. Okay. I don't know why my trackball is acting up. Come on, trackball. Okay, so last time I went over here, I accidentally went into a pit. Because another one of my criticisms of this game is it's sometimes very difficult to tell where you are and where you've been and where all the movement hotspots are. Okay, yeah, I think so. That's where the chessboard is and all this stuff. Yeah, so this. I accidentally clicked on that and I fell into this pipe here before I was able to finish exploring this room. Okay, so we got multiple pieces of paper here. Every partially successful rock test suggests 20 units of power total. No more, no less. But in what combination? Must find a way of dividing more accurately across 3 cables. Interesting. This looks like... Alright. Sure. Blue crystal test results conclusive. Need to supply keyboard with total electricity gathered in garden and docking station only to disrupt the sample. Alright. Oh man. Is there something below this? It looks like there's potentially interesting things below this page, and I would love to read them. Okay, you can only move that like that. Alright, I'm gonna assume those pieces of paper underneath this are not needed to solve this puzzle. Okay. Nara, stronger than any other substance, will need all the power a keyboard can take. Will even that be enough? If distributed across all 3. Okay. So you can see all the combinations that he tried. I don't recall coming across a keyboard. I don't see the purpose of this, but okay. So we got some wire here. Alright. Sure. Okay, what else we got here? I can go over here.
Commencing rock test number 29. Yes, this should be it. This should be the one.
It was not the one, apparently. Alright. So that had one of those meter things on the front of it that I believe I've seen elsewhere. Yeah, this thing. Okay. So it looks like it blew up off of the rock and then got wedged into this metal post. Okay, so that's what happens if you overpower the crystal, I guess. I don't think I need to take a picture of this. Dang, I wonder if there's actual puzzle deaths in this. Because you only had deaths in previous Myst games with bad endings. Like, at the very end of each game. Perfect.
What kind of a move is that? You had me, Father. You totally had me. And now you're leaving your queen wide open? Getting the narrow chess pieces out of you was more of a challenge than this.
Alright. Perhaps this is important for something. So I can't move the chess pieces. They're just kind of here. Okay. This is probably just lore and not anything actually required, which is fine by me. I've had more than enough chess puzzles in video games. Thank you very much. They always seem like the low-hanging fruit of puzzle games. Okay, so let's drop into this hole. And this brings us down to the spider chair, I think, was down here. Yeah, this is a spider chair. I don't think this is the piano room. So this thing... So originally when I came here, this breaker was closed like that. So there was that. I opened that door. Okay, so I sat in the spider chair when I first came down here, and it didn't really do anything. Okay, so this looks different now. So now these two are lit up. Oh, this must be the keyboard. So I see these now along the rim here, and these are the three cables. So it still doesn't let me move this thing. But again, this is another one of those things of like, I would love to be able to zoom in on this, but I can't. But I think that symbol is the chair that I'm in right now. Because this symbol right here looks like this, the part in the center. This down here looks like these. These three up there, I'm not sure what that is. That might be these. But it feels like I'm still missing something before I can interact with this. And I'm not sure... I'm not sure what it would be. Okay, so I can't turn around any further here. The tapping on those doesn't do anything. Tapping on those doesn't do anything. Like, it feels like I need to... There's like one more power power thing I need to do before I can mess with this further. Alright, I'm going to try closing this breaker again. Or opening the breaker. And then see if that changes anything. Okay, so this still... still closes, and nothing is lit up over here now. So that definitely made a difference. Okay, so if I look at this diagram from earlier, not that, this. Okay, so I think the thing that I'm at right now is the bottom, left side, bottom center. Oh, shit. The kind of like racket style, the loaf of bread. And it looks like there's three things that go into the power next, just to the left of it. So the three inputs to that, there's the power one. Like maybe I need to have all the crystals powered up or being used. Okay, okay. Alright, I'm gonna load. Why was an autosave made there? Huh. Okay, I'm gonna load this save back at this thing. And I'm gonna have all of these glowing green. And then I'm gonna go back down to... if I can. Okay, so maybe... Okay, so that's all for not glowing. I don't know if that means they're being utilized. I don't know. Okay, so now I'm gonna go over here, here. I might turn on zip mode for this bit. Can I skip this? I can. Okay, so that's in the down position. Let's see if anything is different here. So those two are lit up, but this now, this I can move now. Okay. Sure? Sure. Like, this... I'm sure there's some sort of logic to this. But what it is, I genuinely don't know.
Not long now, Father. Not long before I show you exactly what a smart little girl can do.
Okay. So I still can't... Okay. So if I press this, will this let me out? No. We're stuck in the chair. Okay, so those four are lit up. Okay. So it seems that I need to find all of the power generators and light them up on this somehow. But I can't go any further than this. Okay. So I did step 1 of this process, but it appears there's still quite a bit more. So there was mention of the 3 cables and distributing power amongst them. I'm still not sure what those things in the upper right of this display are. But it appears that I have made progress here. 4 generators are on. Sure. Okay. So then the next question is, where do I go from here? I guess it would be nice to find that book again. Wherever that thing was. Is this gonna... Hello? Is this just really slow? Oh my god. Oh boy. Okay, so this only takes us up. Okay, so that takes us back here. So can I go any further up? Or does this just go back down? I can go further up. Okay. I don't think I've done this. I think I recognize this room. I think this is near the beginning of this area. Yeah, this is kind of back where you first start this part. Okay, can I go up from here? I doubt it, because it looks like there's just a big crystal up there. No, okay. Alright. So I'm gonna go back over here and just see if there's anything that I overlooked my first time here. So that's back up to the start of this world. This was the diorama of the reflecting pool on the island of Myst. I don't remember if I went over here. This does not look familiar. So I don't think I went here. It looks like there's a tube to fall into here. So we got another one of these. It looks like if you based off of what we saw in the other parts, if you overcharge these, they explode. So this one is not overcharged. So I think I did actually go in here and fell in there, and that takes you down to something. I'm gonna go up here. Okay. So that's just the very top of the... Okay. I don't think this matters, though, because you can just... You could just walk around this. Okay, and then this goes back up to the very top. It's another one of those deals of I'm not really sure where I am. Okay, so here's the prison. And then that book will take us back to the main place. I'm still not sure what the deal with this book is. If this is a linking book. But if it was a linking book, I'll be able to open it and do something with it. So I'm not sure what the point of that is. That's been the theme of Myst 4 so far, is I'm not sure what the point of a lot of things are in this. And it's pretty unlike most of the other games. And a little discouraging, I guess, is how I would describe it. Okay, so down here. So that's the lift down. And then if I go over here and fall in that hole again. Which I think I remember falling in this hole before. Because you couldn't use the elevator the first time through. So you had to do this. Okay, what deposits you here? So there's those. Oh, okay, so there's the other electromagnet. So I definitely want to be here. And I think there was another one of those conical control panels here. Yeah, there it is. Okay. And here's the book thing. Okay, so we want to interact with this. I think the last time I was here, it wouldn't let me. Just seeing if I can do anything with whatever this is. But it doesn't look like it. Okay, so this thing is the other electromagnet. So this one I want to get up to 7, it looks like. So I'm going to flip this. should cause something to... Yeah, okay. But I want to get this to 7 if I can. It feels like I'm brute forcing this. So that's +4. Please. This button is so finicky. Please. Okay, so that should do it and light up all those. And then that should drop down. Okay. Maybe I can interact with that on the level above me now. Because it still feels to me like there might be some mechanic that I'm missing here. Yeah, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so this wasn't really lit up before. So maybe these 3 green things are the things in the upper right of the keyboard controller. And it looks like all 3 of those are lit up now. So the only thing not lit up over here is this. And maybe that lights up once you go back down there and do something. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna take a picture of this. Though it seems to me like just maxing out all the generators here probably isn't the solution, because there's all those notes about like it's got to be precisely 30, no more, no less, 55 burgers, 55 fries, and all that, and it would be a little silly for a puzzle that gives you so much granular control over numbers. To just have the solution be brute force it until it's maxed out on everything. Okay, so there's the floaty boy. So can I do anything with it before I leave this area? Okay, so there's that. I don't know if this is the same floaty boy from elsewhere. But it seems like this is probably the correct altitude now. that we need to line up with that. So maybe now that I have that, the correct altitude, I can go down to the piano controller and move that to that other thing. For reasons I can't think of right now. Alright, down here. Let's skip the animation. Okay, so that breaker is closed, so let's get in the chair here. And see what's different on this now. So there should be 3 green lights in the upper right. There's 2. What the fuck? Okay, so this is lit up now. There's only 2 here though, so I'm still not sure what those are. Is anything different here? Doesn't look like it. Alright. What is this then? This doesn't look correct. Oh geez, okay. So what is all this then? We just got crystals there. Okay, so I can interact with these buttons now. Interesting. Okay, so before I mess with that, let's take a picture of the initial state here. And make a save here on the initial state. Just in case I horribly screw this up. Okay. So if I press the one on the left, so that just makes noises. So this is just a big theremin. So I can't move that any further, and I can't move this at all. So it seems like I need more power here. Before I can do this, probably. I'm not sure why. So this one's got a crystal in it. Why is that significant? Interesting. These weren't lit up a second ago. I don't know if that was a bug or... Yeah, so they're not lit up again. So whenever you change the scene to look at those, it makes these not get lit up. Can I interact with this? I can. It feels like I'm still missing a critical thing here. Like these three not being lit up. Which has got to be the ones on the right. So there's just a shitload of generators on the right side of that I currently don't have access to. So that's... So that's 11 generators on the left side, and then 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 34. So there's 34 on the right side. And the notes said... The notes said... Did I really not, I could have sworn I took a picture of... What? Is it because I loaded my save or something? I clearly took some pictures of the notes that were on the table. Fuck. Well, that's annoying. Shit, where was that? That was in the chessboard room. God. Okay. Okay, so if I hit spacebar, that does not make this go any faster. Oh boy. So there's 35 or 34 generators somewhere that I don't have access to, whose power I need. I think I want to go here. Did I do this? Oh, that just goes over there. Okay, we've already been here. We've done that. Okay, so I'm gonna go over here, take the photos of the notes again, because that appears to be very important. Strong containing substance, all the power keyboard can take will be enough, even if distributed across all three. So 10, 10, 10 didn't work, but I thought the other note said it's 30. Every partially successful chest suggests 20 units total. No more, no less. So there's 11 units of power currently available. So I clearly need more power than I currently have in the machine. Blue crystal test results conclusive. Need to supply keyboard with total electricity gathered in garden and docking station only to disrupt these samples. Blue crystal? Supply keyboard with total electricity gathered in garden and docking station only to disrupt the samples. Where have I even seen blue crystals that look like that? Oh, you can turn the page. God, stupid. Stupid. I tried to do that before. Strong earthquake-like tremors in the lab when 2 of harmonics listed in musical chart were played. Could I be close to finding usable frequency? Lab mostly rock. Okay. So there's no more notes underneath this. It looks like there's another page in between this one and the other one. But that's all it's giving me, I guess. Okay. So tremors and lab. I still don't get the reason for why that does that. So it sounds like I need to cause an earthquake in order to get access to another part of the lab, perhaps. And I might be able to do that with just the power that I have right now. And I just need to mess with the keyboard enough to get it to do something. So maybe that's the reason for those markers on the crystals. Did I take a picture of those? Because maybe that's what that means. One zero zero. So I can do some of these. Of course, I don't have a picture of it. Great. But some of the crystals, the big white crystals, had those meters on the front of them. And it was... Okay, I'm gonna save here. Sure. Okay, so this is just for science. Okay, so we got 100, 101, 111. No. Okay, so nothing with those combinations. So 116 we can do. And then the rest require more power than I can do. So we need the one on the right to be 6. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it looks like whenever I do this properly, something else unlocks into here, and then there's a thing down here. So that's... Oh, okay. So these numbers make sense now on here. So in order to get to this level, we need 4 units of power. In order to get to here, we need 11 units of power. In order to get to here, we need 36 units of power. And that unlocks whatever's over here. And it's giving me the button pressing hand for that. So this crystal is either burnt out or that's not a blue crystal. So that's the white crystal, or just the clear one. And that's a chess piece, I guess? Alright. I don't know the significance of any of that. So I'd mentioned something about trying the ones listed in the lab, and I did that. I tried all the combinations that I could see. And it's not, interesting, that acts as a reset button. Huh. Well, I don't know, and the fact that there's still only 2 of those lit up, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Okay. Alright, well, some progress was made here. I still don't know what the hell's going on. But it seems like my task for this is to unlock the rest of the power generators, and in order to do that, I need to cause an earthquake. And there's some sort of blue crystal that I need to find in order to do that. I suspect I need to do something with those big glowing crystals that have the meters on them, and getting those to explode might unlock new areas to get to. Not sure. Not sure. But progress was made. Progress was made. Okay. So short stream today. I just wanted to get in a little bit of Myst here. I am hungry. Thank you for watching. And I will see you next time. Take care.